back. What's up, everybody? Today we're continuing the National. We're against Red Cannons. As a friendly reminder, we are in the 1-1 bracket. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been sat here thinking, cooking about what kind of playbooks we'll be running. I do think we need to try to mix it up, because clearly Pole Warrior and Lancer are not good enough anymore. The nerfs have hit too hard. Pole War, like, or maybe the competition just better. Like, a lot of the executions I used to run doesn't work anymore. I think Feedfest needs to be a more aggressive support as well. Like, the White Mage, when he played White Mage, it was fine. So I think something more aggressive would be good. It's just a little tough, because I feel like most of our wins comes from Brooks basically 1v9ing the game. And that's not really a good thing, you know, like having to rely on your mid laner to 1v9 the game to make it work. But that's kind of the situation we're in. I mean, the tanks as well are really good. I think Feedfest on Shield Bearer or Knight is also really good. It's just so hard, man, to play out these matches right now. Like, I truly don't understand how we're losing these late games. We should get rid of the typical suspect. I think Archer is really good as well. Sandmage is never gonna. I think Werewolf top lane we should try a little more. Exorcist top also works, of course. I don't think they're gonna let us have it, but obviously we'll let that through just because it forces them to ban it. If they don't ban it, we take it ourselves. I think we can run Plague Doctor as well. I think we should run Exorcist Plague Doctor at one of these points. Eventually, we get rid of Lone Druid here, just potential bot side. I think we first pick Fighter over Exorcist. I don't know. Lyn, you're gonna have to be miserable, because Fighter is just a better pick. Exorcist probably. What beat Exorcist in lane? Where it lost, like, Bomber, was it? Bomber beat it in lane, like, early on. We can run Bomber top. I don't care. I mean, if it works, it works, you know. I mean, we'll fully drop our bot side, but we're mixing things up, right? We need to figure out our identity before the later portion of this. I completely forgot Swordsman was broken. I completely forgot Swordsman is really up there. We should be banning Swordsman. Down there. Speaking of supports, White Mage is open. We can run Fighter support maybe, or what's it? Fighter support for Feedback. White Mage mid. I think White Mage regardless. We flex that mid top, and then I think Archer is better for our top. Answer scales better, but I don't think we have like much setup for Answer Archer. I would rather take Archer here. I mean, Archer can scale just fine. Take Archer when the Signature is open. They couldn't take the Signature anyway. So yeah, so we'll run Bomber top. Lyn will be playing that differently, and also will Fighter mid. I mean, Fighter falls off. I want Brooks on something that doesn't fall off. I hopefully his White Mage stays relevant this game. Oh, they're running Exorcist support. Huh? But I mean, I guess my Fighter pick support got punished. Didn't in fact get punished because of that, but I think we're Brooks, your build is fine. Top lane is the concern. I think AD attack speed, AD. Yeah, like the late game, maybe the damage will be hot, maybe very long. But their damage source is Swordsman and Vampire. S10, attack speed, magic. Looks fine. And then good Split push is good. Ganking. Into Voodoo Shaman jungle. Surely you steal. Know how well you. Like you're supposed to. Have hard engage for sure. Out flexibly. Or top laner join early serpent. Never, right? You just hard push top. Swordsman would have to rotate in. So Spirit is Core Gaming versus Red Cannon's game number 1. Today, SKN is back on his Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor, we've not seen him play Plague Doctor in a while. So, Spirit is Core Gaming as well. Their draft, they're mixing it up, right? So, they've never really played range top. At least not as a commonplace, and Bomber has been really meta in this patch so far, especially in the matches a Bomber at least has been prevalent in the jungle side and also top, and Swordsman as well has been one of the bigger picks of the meta of both top lane. I do think Bomber does win. Actually here mid lane, Brooks once again on the White Mage. He has played pretty well on White Mage, all things considered, but the winning lanes hasn't been really converted that well, so we'll see if they can do that here. Feedfest goes straight into under the tower and will get first blood on Juho. Immediately trades his life with Bard, who gets the kill back. Now Bard, ADC, this is not uncommon. A lot of teams have been trying double enchanter lanes into Spirit is Core Gaming. I personally don't think double enchanter lanes are a good idea, because all they do is buff each other. But honestly, you know, let the AI cook, I suppose. Lin, topside, is getting chased down by Swordsman, will get picked off as he walks out of position. Swordsmaster just walks him down. The movement speed is still pretty high. I think movement speed... Yeah, just walk down, unfortunately. A Bomber's movement speed doesn't scale up. Swordsman does, so pretty big difference there in movement speed this many, but Bomber should still be fine. Still, again, ahead in a lot of gold, so should be able to compensate. Drake, sorry, I thought that Drake. Darke taking the large camp here from Plague Doctor. SKN will just farm his top side here. I don't think he's a... Oh, and actually now Archer spots him, and now SKN trying to chase him down, but Brooks is not interested, is actually just clearing away middle lane. Now, Serpent, the objective here from both sides, Red Cannons, looking the posture to take it. There is no swordsman for this one. There's a lot of damage missing. Backstorm is forward, but stun connects and a light blast does so much damage. Features will take that, and the Stair 1 boost here from SKN will let him chase forward, grabbing another kill onto the support. Bard, low HP, will fall as well as the Serpent now the target here for the side of Spirit Core Gaming. Speedfest will die to the Serpent, but a very well played fight there by Spiritus. Now 3,000 gold lead. Lin, the only one a bit behind in gold, of course, fed away that kill against the Swordsman. But as Bomber, he's just basically farming this entire wave. Like, there's nothing Swordsman can do here to stop them from perma-pushing this wave. He has to stay up here, and Lin gladly, happily will stay up there as well. Feedfest taking a lot of damage from the wave. Will back off, so we'll be fine in the end. But this bottom lane of Spirit Core Gaming doing quite well. Hail of Arrows will do a little bit of damage, but again just backs off here. Exorcist struggling to close the gap between Archer, nearly gets killed. We'll have to back off. But so far, Feedfest 3-2-1 on this fighter. It seems like Fighter is just really good no matter who you put it on. Fighter running forward now. SKN is here as well to charge down the tower, and SKN will secure that kill. So Bard out of position, will get caught out and killed as well. Fighter has been a menace, again as I mentioned, in multiple patches, and they keep buffing him. Straight up, he is never nerfed to the point where he's unplayable. He is always picked like Beam and Smash. Oppression will go wide though by Brooks. So the play ends right there as Exorcist is happy enough to dispel all the crowd control applied by Feedfest and Brooks. But of course, again, Feedfest just helping Brooks push this wave in. Will secure that last hit as well for himself, ironically. Then Brooks walked away from range. SKN now, though, wants to secure more guard, and Bomber does a lot of damage to this objective. But Swordsman ults away. Fiendfest is given the Reaper ult a little bit prematurely in my opinion. Backstorm is connecting Hail of Arrows as well. Bard ult is used as well. Oppression will hit onto the Vampire, but instantly dispelled by Exorcist. But Morgard is still being taken here. SKN charging forward, trades his life for the Voodoo Shaman. Actually doesn't even go down. Swordsman is picked off as well as Vampire falls. Now Exorcist soon follows. Lynn throws a bomb straight in his face, point blank. And the double 80 carries here. unceremoniously Gaming with the assistance of Brooks will begin to set up Morgard. SKN running back after recall here straight to the pit. Giving himself steroids. Should be a free Morgard secured here by Spiritus Core Gaming, as this new look draft seems to be working a lot better than their usual suspects. And Cannons, I mean, to be fair, again, Red Cannons are running double support bottom lane, so, you know, it worked against us one time, but I would mostly blame the coach there than the players, to be honest. Serpent will be taken. Top side tower will nearly fall here, but Lin is just about to leave base. Tier 5 items completed, of course, by Spiritus Core Gaming. Now a 10,000 gold lead to their name as well. So probably will be basing with a ton of gold, a ton of items as well once this Morgard is completed. But they are looking to barrel down top, and they'll easily take this tower as well with the Morgard wave, with the bombs, and the traps as well to clear out the wave. Bomb used as well. Reaper ult pushed forward as well as Bomber trying to secure a kill onto the Swordsman, but not quite gonna get an execution, gonna connect by the Swordsman, but he doesn't ult again. So the reset unused will just get him killed. Will mean he has ult available the next time though. Oh, not the saddest thing in the world for him, but look at the items coming out for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Gold injection is massive. Archer still 3,000 gold ahead of his opposite number. Will probably buy a tier 4 item straight up. Hail of Arrow is going to be used there. Exorcist being pushed back. Defense is chasing, and he actually uses Smash to get the kill onto the Exorcist. That's a bold strategy. We'll get it though. So 1 for 1, just trying to even up the numbers. Execution gonna try and hit onto Archer, but the evasion is too good. And now Swordsman trying to chase down SKN. But the light beam threatens his life and has to back off. Not quite enough there from the side of Red Cannons to turn that play around. Morgard buff has ended, but Brooks is here topside. He is bold. Where is he going? He misses his oppression as well. I'm not sure what the play was there, but Lin is still topside. It is a lot of money. Like, this is a lot of money he's collecting. Bomb ult used as well. He'll have to retreat though. He's still here. Trap will be used as well to clear out the wave. Execution and Backstorm used, and Lin will go down for staying way too long. Now Fiendfest though, auto to Voodoo Shaman will have to leave. Now items coming out for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming as Fiendfest continues to be a menace to society in this mid lane. We'll just back off here as well. Deuce, Juho, and Liu Wire going for the Morgard though. Now going for SKN, does reroll himself. Hail of Arrows used as well. Swordsman will go down Backstorm to try and chase on SKN. That will be a trade of top for jungle, but Fiendfest is now coming in. He's trying to fight it himself, and he's by himself. Speaking of, and he's still chasing. I mean, Exorcist will have to run for his life. The bash is connecting. The Exorcist does dispel it off of the Bard, but the dispel is not going to be good enough. If the damage is good, the dispels... Actually, never mind. Scratch Ass was more than enough. Now Brooks in danger. We'll have to recall and will successfully escape here. Then pushing out top side. Vampire will just catch that wave as well. And the gold lead in the middle lane is shriveling quite a lot, but it's still 10,000 the gold lead. As Brooks is just building up the magic resistance item. Hail of Arrows into the smash. Guarantees the kill on the jungler for Red Cannon. Now 4v5 for this Morgard to hold the game off. Swordsman is now rotating quickly. Will be arriving. Defense item almost built, but not going to be quite in time. SKN will secure that kill on Morgard. The oppression hits onto 1, but the executioner also trades for defense. SKN is low, but will die once the Reaper ult ends. The Brooks trying to look for a play, but Exorcist making sure that his spells keeps his mid laner alive. Spiritus Core Gaming trades, I believe, 2 for 1 there, but also takes Morgard. Now Soup back in the bottom lane. Hail of Arrows is available. Brooks is here as well. They're trying to secure the Serpent, but they're not going to get it as Lin will steal it. Bart ult used. Hail of Arrows to dodge away. Batstorm used to dodge away, I should say. Lin though chasing them down. Bomb will connect onto just the one. They're looking for a kill. They sent Blood in the Water, Brooks, the triple damage dealers on the side of Spiritus, looking to close this game out. Voodoo Shaman baiting them forward, actually. Walks the entire wrong way. Scorpion now pushing forward. More guard. Takes one tower. Second one follows through, and the light beam and the bomb secure the kill onto the Bard. And this is just gonna be game here as Red Cannons cannot fight back, will not fight back. And Spiritus Core Gaming wins game number 1. Soup 4-0-11 on this Archer, involved in every single kill, and we're back to winning bot lane, ladies and gentlemen. That is our play. We need to win bot lane. Also, we just need Link to not throw top. He didn't throw top, and we won the game. So, I mean, this game was actually very close by most metrics, but again, just the main thing is we scaled better, and we have utility as well. Like, the main thing as well is that our team has utility. Like, I feel like our core principle of having some sort of utility for our team shouldn't go. But the question becomes, you know, like, who building the utility? Just making sure the right people have the right utility at the right time is, like, rather than entirely throwing the playbook out the window. Fighter is open. Okay, they banned Sword this time. They'll get Fighter again. Are they gonna put Exorcist top this time, or Pyromancer Bomber? They take Bomber this time. Okay, interesting. I think we still take Plague Doctor. The Bomber jungle, we're just gonna be out under, like, we'll be for a little bit, at least. Wait, Exorcist is open. And then we take our, so let them take it. But now we're looking for a mid laner. They take Shadowmancer. Dark Mage is still a mid laner. Chains of Agony is Beast. We need a playmaker. We need a playmaker jungle. We can't put Fighter in the jungle. Surely Fighter jungle is pretty fast. There's no way jungle. There's no way Fighter jungle slowly. In which case, what do we give feedback? Lightning Mage support sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, especially with the Lightning Beam buffs. But maybe Feed Fest is gonna run it down on it. We need a stun, we need crowd control, we need Ogre against their comp sounds disgusting actually. And they don't have like an all-in target, or they don't have an all-in character. Yeah, they're mostly ranged, but like they're not auto attack range units. Not like we can really abuse them. Also pretty bad into Ogre in my opinion. Supposed to be honest. Let's see here. Focus on top. No gang king, focus mid bot, like yeah, focus top mid actually. Card engage, I think we still have a pretty decent card engage. Join the Serpent are so much better. Her build is double defense. No, I need magic resist. I mean, Bomber's gonna shred you, but it's. We need magic resist on you. Like. Oh, doesn't give you movement speed. SKN though, I want you to go attack speed first and then jungling, so you Brooks, yeah, magic resist that. The build's fine. Feed Fest, probably double magic resist to be honest in defense. Again, Bomber and the Sheetbreaker will probably like do the most damage to our team. But at the same time, our biggest threats here are the ranged mages. Do quadrillion damage from them. Punk obviously will give them catch them off guard, it should be alright. Also, stun resistance is pretty nice. even if Exorcist is here, right? Alright, game number 2, Spirited Core Gaming versus Red Cannons. Spirited Core Gaming sticking with the Archer and Fighter pick, and now Exorcist was open as well, so they will take it. So a lot of meta picks for the side of Spirited Core Gaming. Not sure what Red Cannons was thinking, allowing multiple OP champions into the but regardless. Brooks will be on the Dark Mage. It's the first time he's playing Dark Mage, but Brooks has been known to play mages in the mid, so it's not a departure from his usual endeavors. But Brooks, Dark Mage does not have a level 3 wave clear skill until level 3, so a lot harder for him to engage. But the stun comes in from SKN from the jungle. The Dark Blade doesn't connect onto Pyromancer, and SKN getting a fast clear and rotating into the mid lane, just crushing that gang. Pyromancer overextended, and perhaps that was the intention entirely of Spirited Core Gaming, right? Brooks level 3 will get pushed in by Pyromancer. Pyromancer then out of position as SKN finishes the wave clear, gets a full wraparound, and just completely catches him off guard. SKN now with that finished item, really scaling up here. Fiend Fest in the bottom lane as well on the Ogre. I've not seen this before, but this bottom lane is actually quite, you know, it doesn't do a lot of damage, I think, for the side of Red Cannons. So the damage reduction, so the Ogre, I feel like is very, very strong here. Because he'll just keep scaling up on HP, and yeah, he'll eventually get pushed down, but this is infinite scaling. Every hit matters. As Lin tries to chase down Bomber, but in the end, we'll just lose a lot of waves here. Really fighting for it, but he's not going to get anything done. So Lin is trying too hard to try and make something happen with this Exorcist again. I mean, Exorcist is really broken, don't get me wrong, but Lin truly just forcing the play here. Darkroot's going to miss, and the bind does land, but failed gank here, a little too close to the tower. Can't get anything else done there. Bomber is doing what Bomber does and just pushing out the top wave, however. So it'll be down to Spirited Core Gaming. Bomber will most likely be taking this tower, just completely ignoring this play. This is sort of the give and take now. Serpent has to be taken from the side of Spirited Core Gaming. And Dark Blast connects onto Siege Breaker. SKN is still level 4, so doesn't have access to ult, but the Ogre is here. Does land the stun. Soup will secure that kill, and Red Cannons is forced out of the play. Meanwhile, Luwire continues to push down top side, though. Another tower will be taken in his name if nobody comes in to help. He cuts the wave as well, makes it easier to take this. Lin is now coming, but he's a little late to the play. SKN is now here. Bomb will miss onto them, and now Bomber, though, is a little low. Trap was set out to try and escape, but I think SKN catches them. Brooks will secure that with a Dark Blade as well. So Bomber going for a second tower, doesn't secure and dies as well. Maybe should have just traded his life for the tower. Would have definitely made that worth it, but now Dark binding onto the Pyromancer as Fighter chases him down, binding into the Siege Breaker as well, as Pyromancer now caught here will go down. Siege Breaker coming in to help, and Furnace used, but doesn't quite do a lot of damage. Dark Blade will miss here, and Siege Breaker goes away. Brooks has been missing a lot of skills on this Dark Mage. Maybe because his skill accuracy is 59. That might be why. He is missing quite a lot though. Bottom lane, Monk is caught. I think a Hail of Arrows did it? I think it was a Hail of Arrows here at the bottom side. So yeah, Hail of Arrows pummels into the Monk, and as they chase down, Zeus tries to banish them. And I mean, buys him the time, but Monk stays around. He did not respect the damage coming out from Soup, who just walks in and takes it. So Red Cannons right now, this is the runner-up of the last 2 international tournaments, ladies and gentlemen. These are not pushovers. They are getting obliterated right now by the side of Spirited Core Gaming. They have I say obliterated. The gold lead is nothing, right? And they still have the Bomber win condition, but the gold lead is where it needs to be, right? On the Archer to scale up, on the Fighter to allow him to play early. Brooks as well, making sure that his impact is felt. Fiend Fest is caught here. That's a lot of damage, but a lot of damage back by Brooks. The cursed bind on top of all the Dark Blast does so much damage, so the play has to end quickly. Ogre will be rotating back here, and look at the HP now on the side of Fiend Fest. 1600 HP is the highest HP bar in the entire game. so far, I believe, barring the Dark Mage for some reason. Dark Mage apparently has more HP than Ogre. That's hilarious. So the Border will be taken by the side of Red Cannon. Vanishes onto just the one on Brooks, but Brooks will be fine. So truly, in the end, Spirit Core Gaming doesn't lose anything. Soup still has ult for the fight. Hail of Arrows will be used here, but nobody will be hit with it. The mid tower will be still Borgard buffed here. SK is nearby to help push that down. They'll see the circuit being taken. I think a call is being made to just give it up, as Red Cannons thought they were chasing SKN. SKN is trolling them, by the way. He is so fast in the movement speed item for bonus. I don't know how this fighter is so mobile. Oh, he is moving fast. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Spirit Core Gaming is just ending the game right now. Hail of Arrows gonna pummel down Siegebreaker, and the Pyromancer is caught in the back. The Red Cannons are caught with their pants down, as Bomber and Moke already recalled, and the rest of the team were looking to recall as well. But the bash connects onto Bomber. He's super low. The attack speed bonus as well. The Archer, he does so much damage. Another kill as Lane continues to snare one, but Brooks does get banished under the tier 4 towers though. I'm not sure if that's where he wanted to be, but he'll die for it. And now Spirit Core Gaming up 8,000 gold lead again, looking like a blowout and looking like their former selves. This is what they looked like in the regular season. Now in international play, looking very, very strong. Feedfest, wow, now ulting does have a lot of HP. He has like 5,000 health. I don't think, even with, especially with the magic resistance cowl, he's going to be a very easy target here for the side of Red Cannon. The bash connects onto the Pyromancer, and he'll just fall. The Hail of Arrows does most of the work there. SKN charging forward, trying to fight Siegebreaker. The bash lands for him. SKN will secure that damage. Blue Wire going attack speed first means his bombs will not do as much damage as you would anticipate. Maybe no armor penetration. Bump will be taken out as well. No more guard, no problem, says Spirit Core Gaming as they look to end the game. Trying to dive the wire here, and Lin will just happily tag the tower, says no big deal. Will execute a dive, exactly like the pros. I mean, my god, that dive looked like a professional dive, didn't it? Lin walked up, tanked the aggro, and then everyone else just jumped the bomber. That literally, it looked like real players were playing them at that point. They just went, yeah, this is a free dive, and went straight for it. Breaker is here. He's gonna try and steal Borgard, but it's a little too late. SK had already secured it on the fighter. Hail of Arrows gonna fire down, but not gonna quite get a kill. Bash connect, smash onto one again. Pyromancer will fall. As now Serpent being started by Red Cannons. But with Pyromancer dead, Spirit Core Gaming are looking to barrel down mid lane. I'm not sure if they want this. Lin is here. He says, guys, they're taking Serpent, and the rest of the team's like, cool, we'll end the game. They're pushing it down. Now Red Cannon's running for their base, but Lin is here to deter them. And Shadowmaster takes so much damage from just the Exorcist. SK just ended the game, man. Let me commentate. Goddamn. SK just ended the game. 4-0-2 for the fighter. But in the end, it is Soup 6-1 of the Archer. Soup looks so much more comfortable now that his lane is winning. And I want to emphasize that again, right? Very big situation is happening with our roster. We needed Soup. I mean, it really sucks that it felt like Brooks had to 1v9 to win games. We're switching up the formula. Now we have Soup back on the winning ways. I mean, that's a 2-0 against the former runner-up. Like, that's incredible. Brother, it's only been, it's not even been 30 minutes. We stopped their brakes off. Holy. Right, now, 2-1 bracket against SK Gaming. The question now is, I'm actually very curious in the 0-2 brackets and the 1-1 brackets. The 0-2 brackets are the two Korean teams. Man, Korea has fallen off. What has happened to Korea, man? Isn't Odor Korean? Let's check. But Odor is on G2, Doi. Nipple is on the bros. Oh, nobody. You're still on. Bullish! His Raiders giving shuts out Cannon Red Belt, dropping a single set. It was the cleanest performance I've ever seen. Like, actually pure dominance. It wasn't even close. Red Cannons, they got blown. Their backs got blown out. Both games. Okay, let's see the rest of the standings though. This does matter. I am very, very curious as to how the standings play out here. I need to... up. Lynn's merchandise is sold. Super's going up. Brooke, seriously though, I need your mechanical skill to go up because I seriously to be you know, struggling with. That would be great. I would like you to hit the SKN. Still in a very bad pickle. We still can't re-sign him. I don't know why. It's still actually gonna get worse. So what happened here? So Pain Gaming 2-1s max. Kind of in the lower bracket. When we start going, Koi goes 2-1 against or Deep Cross Gaming 2v1s 2-1s. When we start Koi, number 1 EU loses to number 1 Japan, which is shocker to me. And then Lion just blasts KT Rolter into the next universe. Don Juan Kia does beat DNS Supers for a chance at the playoffs. So does Ground Zero, who also beats NIP, which is the third Chinese team. So we already have an NA Division 1 representative of the bracket or the knockout stage. We have Jindong Gaming as well up there, who beat us to get to the knockout stage. So maybe they're just good. They also beat G2. So maybe they're just good. Maybe they're just really good at the game. And Lion versus... Wow, that's crazy. Lion versus G2 playoffs is crazy. I would actually sit down to go watch that. God damn. G2 will 2-0 them though. Lion now in the 2-2 bracket on the brink of death. We'll see how they do. Pain Gaming, we are overwhelmingly favored against South America. Second seed. But let's not underestimate them. They are Gunner players. And they are Circus Blade players, so we'll keep banned. But I think we finally hit our we've hit our situation. We need Feed Fest on hard, fast engage. Enough with the defensive supports for Feed Fest. Okay, we need the pool is big enough that surely we can find an aggressive support for this for Feed Fest. I mean, that also means we have to ban defensive supports because defensive supports are still really good, right? But Feed Fest doesn't play them, so I can't let them have it, you know. We're gonna keep Exorcist and Fighter open. We can take one of them. Actually, no. You know what? We banned Fighter here because I think if they take Exorcist, I'm okay. Bomber is open. What happens if they take Bomber though? Am I gonna be sad? What am I going to do? Ah! I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Well, we're trolling if we don't take Exorcist. We could run Exorcist bottom, to be honest. I mean, it didn't look that bad. The question becomes, what do we put against Bomber? Who stomps Bomber in lane? Swordsman did pretty damn well. I think we take Swordsman here into Bomber and then just fight for the right to party up there. Archer's taken from us, not good. This is my concern now. How does bot lane win here with Archer bottom lane? How well does Exorcist jungle? I think Exorcist jungles quite fast, no? Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, SKN, you might have to play Exorcist jungle. We need to mix things up. Werewolf is open, of course. Plague Doctor is open. I mean, we just don't have a pairing with, I have to take Mystic Dancer here. It's the only other damage core available. Hard to take Werewolf. So we're looking for a mid. I don't want to put. I'm gonna have to be Exorcist support. I think SKN is taking Swordsman top so that the Bomber doesn't destroy him. It's gonna be Werewolf jungle for their side. So we're looking for a mid. White Mage is open. Dark Mage is open. Honestly, I think we can run Dark Mage mid again. No. Shadowmancer? Shadowmancer is open. How about Voodoo Shaman mid? Let's try Voodoo Shaman mid. I think Voodoo Shaman is not bad. I don't know. how great this pick was. I mean, he won't have wave clear. I may have drafted myself into a pickle here. Brooks. Alright, well, I may have made a mistake, but I think it's still doable. They're all AD. I mean, they're Pyromancer support, so I guess you just go double the. Swordsman, AD, attack speed, defense. Like, have your scaling items and then hard engage, probably. Focus on ganking outside, yeah. The Shibu Shaman pick might have awesome. Don't join the serpent play. Actually, I want you to make sure that you're constantly matching them. Alright, Smyrna's Core Gaming versus Pain Gaming. Game number 1, Pain Gaming. Number 2 seed from South America. Right behind Red Cannons. I mean, I say right behind. Pain Gaming is significantly worse than Red Cannons according to standings. And even though they're quite close in relative standings, of course, in terms of actually performing in the region, Red Cannons internationally have performed significantly worse than their counterparts, as topside Lin gets a kill on the Bomber, as classic Lin Sanity may be back, especially on the Swordsman pick, who has shown to be a very, very strong pick in recent bottom side as well, being very oppressive with Feedfest here to support. We'll see how it will perform. Lin with the Swordsman will continue to wave clear. See how it goes. One shots the wave, pretty nice. Oops. We'll be pushing out the mid wave as well. As another debuff, I mean, Brooks nearly gets the kill onto Archer. I don't think the curse will kill him. One more attack would have done it, but Brooks was not in range, so. Upside, I mean, this Bomber pick, you would expect this to, like, really dominate. Usually it does. But Lin is making this Swordsman his own, really abusing all of the benefits of having that Q auto. And I mean, yes, you're melee, but also at the same time, you hit so much harder than Bomber, especially from close quarters. He has to be careful. We'll be alright there. Brooks pushing. He'll apply the curse. Continues to farm. I mean, he's actually pretty even actually in terms of CS. I like he's doing badly. I thought he would do worse. I mean, I thought he would be against Pyroman. I guess not. They put the Pyromancer support. We are slowly building a gold lead. In multiple lanes here, only the jungle is a bit even. Feedfest. Hail of Arrows will be used here, as now Soup is a little bit in danger a little bit, as Oski, looking for the chase now, will get that kill as Feedfest was busy trying to help out Brooks in the middle lane. Archer does survive though. Now SKN stuck in no man's land, and Bomber is now here to rotate as well and help. Brooks and Feedfest looking to engage, didn't quite get there. And now Brooks is low, Kadir will get that last hit. So that'll be 2 kills away of Pain Gaming, as they will take Serpent here as well. I mean, Feedfest is here, but I believe they're just going back to lane. It's quite low. Lin will take top tower, so this Serpent taking a long time is actually detrimental here for side of Pain Gaming. Finally, Bomber will base. Will be in time to take the tower, so they'll just go home as well. So Gold League is Spiritual Score game, but first Serpent is decent for Pink. At least stat-wise, it's a decent stat, though, 3% each. Hail of Arrows, though, will come in, but Execution dodges the majority of it, as he gets behind the Archer, and Lin will secure that kill for himself now. 1,000 gold lead for the Swordsman in the top side. Against Bomber, though, at half HP, is a little scary, but he's alright. Now, gets harassed off of the Bomber. Bomber tries to hit him, but Lin carefully dodges past. It will catch his wave as well. I mean, he's hitting these Qs onto the Bomber. The trap springs. He'll just dodge out of it. As he continues to chase down, Q will hit, but Lin taking a lot of damage from the minions. He has to be a little bit careful here, at least respect it. This is actually, he says, no, I will not respect the distance. Tries to go for the 3-fold slash, but could not escape the trap in time. He's still chasing for it. Lands the auto, and the 3-fold slash to secure the trap, though. Maybe kills him in the tower? No. The tower was not in range, and Lin will secure another kill. Now 3-0 for Lin's sanity. Reaper will use middle lane in the meantime to keep Feedfest from dying to the hail of arrows. And now Archer caught here. Voodoo restoration as well. SKN just runs him down, and the curse will execute Archer in the middle lane. So another kill going the way of Spirit Core Gaming as topside is shoved in by the support of Pain Gaming. Oski here as well. Execution misses though. And now Werewolf chased away as he clears the camp. Morgan being started up here. Swordsman trying to do the damage on the Pyromancer, but Pyromancer, little bit invasive, will just walk away. So Spirit Core Gaming will take this for free. Pain Gaming just gives it up. Yeah, there's no contest at all, so they just take it. Bomber on the top side will try to push down this tower, but middle lane though, Pyromancer is caught. Hail of Arrows is good. Infernus to push him away, so will not die until eventually Swordsman hits the Blade Wave. Will get that kill. In topside though now, finally chasing out this wave. I mean, this is a massive wave. Link catch already 1,000 gold, 2-hit name. I mean, the gold lead is pretty close as the Bard is a little bit ahead. But now in the jungle, Archer does get caught by Feedfest there with the Exorcist a buff as well on the SKN. Nearly gets a kill onto the Werewolf, but fortunately for him, the damage was just not quite enough. Bard is down here though. Curse will land onto him. The rest of the team commit to the Serpent before going for the kill, so they'll get that objective. Now top tower being pushed in. Middle lane Reaper will use onto Brooks, and Furnace will not get that kill. Execution lands onto the Swordmaster as the curse, and the Blade Wave will get that kill for Lin. Power on the sides have been taken. For Pin Gaming, lots of money into their pockets, so the gold is even. Ult used by Werewolf. And now, the injections, just to use the fleer, Soup is low. He's trying to bait them forward. Brooks is here as well. I mean, most of Spirit Core Gaming is here. Hail of Arrows used, doesn't quite get a kill. Now Archer is low. Q, the Blade Wave fan from the Swordmaster, does so much damage. The trap put down, but dodged easily by Lin as he looks to continue trying to get the Blade Wave down. He is diving for it, but the trap will push him away. That's getting harassed by the minions. Lin will go catch that. Brooks, what's that, a Voodoo Shaman? Or the totem. I'll just call it the totem. That's all. But doesn't get anything done. So 1,000 gold, the lead for Spirit Core. As they are in a relatively good spot. Lin topside though, as I thought there was going to be a lull, is facing down two members of Pink Gaming, but doesn't opt to chase down. Says his priorities are elsewhere. Reaper ult used by SKN just to escape that. Soup looking for a kill for himself. Doesn't have any stacks on Mystic Dancer yet. This is always the problem with Mystic Dancer, man. The point that he has no kills, it feels really, really bad. SKN will give the Exorcist a steroid buff, and this Morgard is falling very quickly. Bomb used, and Bart ult as well. Fury Swipe connecting, and Morgard trying to be stolen, but Morgard is secured by Spirit Core Gaming. SKN quickly flees the scene. The rest of Spirit Core make it out like bandits. Out with the buff, now barreling down mid. They're trying to use this massive wave mid as well to help it out. Like, look at this pre-spawn additional buff. Like, that is a lot of bonus health. These minions are very, very dangerous when the team are nearby. I mean, the bombs are not clearing them. Artist here, Werewolf is here, but now he's getting chased down, maybe. But no, simply too fast. Bomber in the top side. Almost goes down to Swordsman. He's chasing him down. That Soup, it will get that kill. So another Chakram stack. The first one for Spirit Core Gaming's ADC. Goes home to build his item. Still one minion in the mid lane to help them push here, but I'm not sure if Spirit Core Gaming have a way to close this out. They don't, so they will just leave. Morgard buff for 30 seconds. Side waves are not deeply pushed in yet. Maybe could have been helpful. I mean, this bottom tower is not even cleared yet. Factor here. Brooks chasing down Archer though, as the minions act as a second hero, just really pushing Pain Gaming back as they try to make for a play. Top tower is destroyed, by Feedbest, who gets the steroid buff and shields himself, so it's a ridiculous amount of attack speed. Soup is Reaper ulted. He does a lot of blade damage with these chakras, but doesn't want to go too far. I mean, nearly kills on Power Master there, but again, didn't get any kills. Hail Arrow's gonna miss entirely. Not even a single arrow connects him for somehow. Oops. Healing backwards, 3 swipe's gonna be used. SK goes down and will do so, but Swordsman gets a kill for himself with the attack speed buff by Exorcist. Will leave as well. Gold lead 5,000 to their name. I mean, Red Cannons put up less of a fight than this. Not that much. Paid Gaming are actually, you know, gold-wise, they're not very far, but to be honest, I'm not sure how much that means. They have not controlled any point of this game at all. Up lane, Bomber getting chased down, the attack speed buff onto the Swordsman as Lin just helps out. Feet just helps out Lin there to get another kill. Lin's sanity is in full effect in this game. 6-0 and 2 for the Swordsman of Spirit Core Gaming. Hail of Arrows used to chip away at them, but there's just not enough damage here on the side of Pain Gaming. There's a third Morgard used, and this might just spell the end for the game as the Mortar buff is good. Reaper ult used, and now Chakra Blade, and the attack damage from Soup is good. Will recall to get his item. Now building towards the second crit as well, as Execution hits onto the werewolf and does so much damage, he has to flee. Pyromancer takes a 600 crit to the face and just dies. There's just nothing he can do. One tower falls, the other soon to connect with the ground, as now Nexus will get destroyed, and Spirit Core Gaming wins game number 1. Spirit Core Gaming with the Linsanity, winning the MVP as well. 7-0-2, well deserved as well. As we are back to winning ways, we are certainly back to stomping out the enemy. So Demon ban, Circus Blade ban, and then I don't remember who we banned. They banned Archer this time actually, and then did they ban Archer last time? Okay, whatever. I think we have to get rid of Swordsman here. Swordsman is open, Fighter is open, Exorcist is open. Okay, they get rid of Swordsman. Sandmage is open. We don't have first pick. Can we beat Sandmage? Yes. I'll leave that open. We get rid of Ninja. If they first pick Sandmage, then whatever. Okay, they take Bomber again still. So we take Sandmage. They got rid of Swordsman. So there's no hard counter in the top lane. At least not what I can think of. What else counters Bomber top? Something that can apply some threat. Fighter will take Fighter. The Fighter might beat Bomber top. We'll take Exorcist support again. Man, Cloud is open. Not sure how good Cloud is in this. We might have to pick Lone Druid for Soup here, because there's not really like a... Most, maybe? White Mage. Let's give him White Mage, actually. Soup will be playing White Mage this game. And they run double Enchanter bottom lane again. Guaranteed double bot lane Enchanter. So what, is it Bomber? No, it's Siegebreaker. Mid check? I think we run Fighter jungle here, and then Sandmage mid. No, wait, we need, is Lone Druid... I think Lone Druid is actually the pick here. And I think that's because I want to break even again. We run something like this. Again, gets a stronger jungle robe. We play upside, of course. They run Buddha mid. They're copying. They stole my whole flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Okay, so they crit. Okay, we're running crit Sandmage in 4. And then double attack speed better? I don't know. How much AP does this give? 100. Right. This is, so it'd be, what, 60? So it'd be, I'd be missing 60 bonus damage, magic per auto. Big crit is better. Also, we have attack speed buff from Feed Fast. I will go HP, Feed Fast. Attack speed, defense. Feed Fast, looks fine. Scan. No defense, magic. To be honest, HP might be better, but there's Voodoo Shaman. I think Voodoo Shaman hooks you if you and I think Lin goes double HP or just go tank. I don't think you get cursed when there's like 50 animals in front of you. Lin don't do perfect. And I think this looks good. Alright, game number 2, Pain Gaming versus Spiritus Core Gaming. Bada this time on the Voodoo Shaman mid lane. They take the pick from Spiritus Core Gaming, but they open up Sandmage. Sandmage, we've been waiting for a very long time for Brooks Sandmage to once again hit the scene, so we finally get it again. Very exciting stuff here. Brooks, there's a reason why they don't give Brooks Sandmage. Of course, there's a very good reason why. He is undefeated on Sandmage. He has not lost it, even in the worst possible games. That is because, well, he is now a scaling mage. Brooks on mages, pretty damn good. Brooks on the best scaling mage in the game, probably the best in the world. Top lane though, in the meantime, Lin keeps the wave under him, and SKN just roams top, says, "Sup, buddy?" and takes the kill onto Bomber. Pretty easily done there, and Lin just continuing to chill out, just farm out this wave. Is an amazing gank there from the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. And Brooks dominating this middle lane already at the start. Bottom lane, that's not to say bottom lane isn't dominating either, as Soup just light beaming this wave. On top of Feedfest, sort of drawing aggro here. Of course, you know, limit testing with the Feedfest melee. I mean, he's gonna be okay. I'm assuming fine. Brooks is about to take mid tower, by the way. Voodoo Shaman is trying to stop this. Curse does land. Siegebreaker is here, but the slow and the poke from Sandwich immediately deters that gank. As Siegebreaker has no stuns for himself, and Voodoo Shaman has no stuns. They cannot gank Brooks very easily. The only way they can maybe gank him is like getting him really far pushed up. But SKN is now here. But unfortunately, Voodoo Shaman sees that coming, is straight under the tower, just plays it safe. But now the tower is falling. Brooks is gonna take a tower, minute 2, if he's not stopped. And unfortunately, Bada cannot stop it. So that'll be the tower taking topside. In the meanwhile, the Bomber is nearly dead. The bird almost got him. But unfortunately, for Spiritus Core Gaming, Lin will not get that security. But mid tower falling already. Brooks level 5, man. He is menace right now. Building towards an attack speed on him first. Of course, this means his early AP damage is not that great, but I mean, the point of this champion is, of course, to scale into the late game, so I'm not sure he is too sad about that. As now Serpent the objective here for Spiritus Core Gaming. Voodoo Shaman and Siegebreaker now coming in for that hit is low, but Serpent should be secured here. It is. Brooks now ulting, catching Voodoo Shaman, is silenced, and has to back off before the curse takes an effect. Bottom lane though, oppression and Light Beam secures the kill onto the Chef, who is just stuck in place and will get picked off there by Soup. As Feedfest will stick around to take this tower, his AD carry will go home to buy a upgrade to his item, and Spiritus Core Gaming is looking very good right now. Brooks in the middle lane, the curse hits him, but again, for some reason they gave Sandmage a heal. I don't know why, but he has a heal, so he is perfectly alright in his middle lane. Will recall for that item as well. Looking very, very dangerous on this mid lane. Actually, he doesn't even recall for an item. He doesn't have enough money. Actually, that. Currently, bottom lane though. Oppression is on the 2. Chef caught out and will go down as well. Feedfest again continuing to be so annoying, being in the faces of these Pain Gaming bot laners and making it so hard to catch Soup, who is just poking them down in the backside. Feed Fest on melee initiators. Really looks disgusting. Meanwhile, mid lane, Smash is used. I didn't even notice it. SK sees Teammaker, just runs him down, and then lands the stun, chases forward, smashes onto one more, and now Voodoo Shaman also gets taken out. And then Brooks takes tower aggro to make sure that Fighter doesn't go down. SKN trying to stick around mid, but Feedfest now with the crits. My god, man, relax! Oh my god. Feedfest just walked up and murdered that poor chef. What is bro cooking? He is 300 AD with a crit stick. As now, Sheridan's Core Gaming barreling down with the two mages. Have you ever seen two mages try to end a game before? It's not a pretty sight, I'll tell you that much. Oppression is on to 2 though. There's no follow-up. Soup backs off, waits for his team. Will connect to Lin, who has just been quietly farming this top side, trying to hold back Bomber. Bomber not being there is just trying to farm up. SKN though gets hit with a crit with the sand pit. Catches 4 and will secure the kill onto Bomber, who had no escape whatsoever. Chef is still here, but I'm not sure if they can do anything right now. Soup looking for an angle to chase the rest of Pain Gaming out, but a Morguard secured is more than enough. Oppression hits onto 1, Sand Beam as well as the Light Blast. Will not get the kill on the Siegebreaker, but forces him home. And this is a massive blowout looking like it right now for Pain Gaming. They don't even have a tier 4 item on their mid laner, as the 9,000 gold lead is nursed. The Bard ult is used, but Voodoo Shaman is dead. He gets a totem down though. Silence is decent, but the oppression connects again. Light Beam after Light Beam. Brooks catches them in the flank with the damage on the Sand Mage, and it's not looking good. The crits are disgusting from the Sand Mage. SKN also styling on them. Everyone is performing insanely well here, especially with Lin. Let's not even forget it. The animals make it so hard to even re-engage for a play. Spiritus Core Gaming look like a new team today with these strategies up their pockets. My goodness, they are smoking Pain Gaming right now. Top lane, SKN will start stealing this far. Brooks is like, hang on, I'm the AD, I'm the scaling carry here, stop taking my CS. SKN just takes it anyway. He's looking to dive this, and he is being emboldened by teammates who is nearby, but he won't want to draw aggro. Look at this dive! Nobody took power damage. That was a perfect dive against Bomber again. Man, what do they have against Getsu? They're just bullying this man. Holy, they are playing so well right now in Spiritus Core Gaming. And middle lane is being pushed in now. Lin is here. Bear is a bit far away. Animal Swarm's not going to connect though. So a little bit discombobulated, but the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming has arrived. The Avengers are here to chase them down. SK is running them down, ready to tank the tower, and will just take another for the team. Siegebreaker running for the life. And the oppression did connect, but not fun enough damage to secure it. Mid lane tower taking needs some damage, tower damage as well. Onto Soup. Forces him to base. But now, second item's coming in for Spiritus Core Gaming. Look at the goal economy, and then look at the item difference, man. My mid has a Staff of Rapture. The enemy team is finishing his tier 5. It is not looking good at all here for Pain Gaming. They're nearly down. They're down 15,000 gold. Second Morguard is taken, and Pain Gaming. I mean, there have been harder blowouts than this in terms of like how long it takes to end the game. But this is disgusting. Like the Brooks has scaled up. He is so far ahead that he has scaled up to where he needs to be. These crits are disgusting, man. The AP and the AD mix of damage is so good. Look at him just walking up and murdering people. Brooks gets another. Now Bar just stands there and dies as secured the kill by Soup. As the game just ends right then and there. Brooks MVP on the Sand Mage. I mean, this is why Sand Mage is banned against Brooks at all times. You do not give this man Sand Mage. He just makes it look disgusting. Holy Shurima or whatever. That is incredible. I mean, let's not forget the jungler as well. SKN did very little damage, but his role in this game was not damage. His role this game was to land some stuns, and he did that pretty well. Lin, playing tank topside, looks so good as well. Bomber could not push a tower down. setup for the gang for SKN. I mean, man, look at this team. This team, when it finds its identity, looks disgusting. So very good there for Core Gaming. Let's see how the rest of the field plays out though. Round 0, Lion versus SK Gaming, KT Rolter versus Pain Gaming. That's a really crazy set of matches, to be honest. I don't want to look at the results until check it out. Pain Gaming never stood a chance. That's damn right. Lin smoked them top first game, and then Brooks win the second game. Sandmage mid apparently is not meta anymore, so I guess they'll ban it less. I mean, if they ban it less, we'll stomping them out. That's reality. Where is the roster? The problem is I want Brooks to play Sandmage more, but it's always banned. So he's never his mastery never goes up on Sandmage, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's see the standings so far in the International Cup. So Deep Cross does beat SK Gaming, and Lion. Oh yeah, we saw this. So KT Roaster versus Ground Zero for the knockout stages. Ground Zero beats KT Roaster, and Pain Gaming loses to SK Gaming. Lion does blow out China's Division 1 #1 seed. So there's no Korean team in the knockouts. That is a shocker. That I'm shocked. That is, yeah, wow. There's wait. Core Gaming reaches the International Cup knockout stage. Core Gaming has reached the group stage at 3-1 and secured a place in the International knockout stage. The knockout match is scheduled for 11/24. Every series now decides tournament survival, so review draft plans and play condition report. So we are the 4th quarterfinals of the week. So it's wow. How did they match up again? What? G2 versus Lion again in the quarters after G2 knocked out Lion to get up there. I mean, that's crazy. That has to be some like curse. That's cursed. All right. Quarterfinals round 2. Cloud9 NA Division #1 versus EU Division #3. NA gets an easy matchup there. Jindong Gaming gets Ground Zero, Japan's #2 seed. Probably a blowout for them, and then we get the #1 seed in Japan. 2 Japan seeds this time. Wait, where did Red Cannons go? I didn't even notice. Red Cannons, what happened? Red Cannons, what happened? You lost to KT Rolster. There's no way, son. Oh my god, there's no way Red Cannons lost to KT Rolster. No, their streak of oh god. Their streak of being 2nd place in these championships are over. 3 NA teams in the top 5. Starkloy, where is the Korean team? Genji is 12th, man. They didn't even make it to the international. God damn. And look at this. Oh wow, my god. Okay, so let me understand this correctly. So, if we lose, play against Cloud9 or SK Gaming, and then G2, it might be G2 versus Ground Zero in the lower bracket. Man, this is gonna be incredible. We'll have a second life, obviously, if we lose. But I don't want to be in the lower bracket, man. I just want to be in the grand finals and call it a day. But that'll be the episode, as it will be playoffs next time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.